Good morning. Welcome to the high school calculator tutorials. In our previous tutorial, we were able to reset our calculator from the default mode of the calculator to any other mode. The default mode of the calculator is the screen that you see in the simulator beside the book. That is, anytime you have the math and the degree sign, that is the default mode of the calculator. And whenever your calculator is in that mode, all your calculation will be in decimals. You can change your calculator mode to either an equation mode. When you are moving to equation mode, it can be a linear equation or a quadratic equation. Now, you can also move to a scientific notation mode. Whatever mode that you are interested to do a particular calculation, you have to switch your calculator to that particular mode. Most students do not have a fair idea about how to do this. Therefore, even a simple objective question that they can easily punch to save time, they will spend time calculating, therefore being beaten by time. WAEC have a calculation on the time to spend on each question. They really know that there are some objective questions that the calculator should be able to punch it. But because of the ignorance about some students on the use of the calculator, they end up calculating everything. Therefore, unable to finish their mathematics paper. Now, also in session B, you can easily confirm your answer when you are a master of the calculator. We were able to change our calculator from all other modes to the default mode and from the default mode to any other mode. Today, we want to get familiar to the keys of the keyboard on the calculator. If you are not familiar with the keys of the keyboard on the calculator, in fact, it makes you struggle in the examination room. People really do not even know that before you enter any key on the calculator that has a golden color label, you have to press the shift key first. Others also do not know that before you press any key on the keyboard that has a pink color label, you should press on the alpha key first. Now, let's get familiar with the shift key. What is the shift key? As I said earlier in the previous tutorial, in all our SHS calculator tutorials, we will be using our scientific calculator. As you see at the left of the book on the screen, that is our scientific calculator simulator we will be using for all our practical demonstration. We will also be using the SHS calculator tutorial guide book. It's a book written by Frank Yaopon. That is myself. When you want copies of this book, you can see under the screen, you can call the number, you get copies. Whether you are a teacher, or a mathematics teacher in the senior high school, you want copies for your students, we can arrange to get a copy. Now, when you call the number, we can direct you to a nearby joint. You can have some of our book to purchase for your own good. Now, As you get the book, you can easily move along with the tutorials as we continue to study the step-by-step topics in all the mathematics syllabus of the West African Senior Secondary Examination. Now, the shift key. The shift key. The shift key has the golden color label. This means that before you use any key with the golden color label to perform any activity or operation, the shift key must be called first by pressing it. Very good. So, let's look at our practice 1. We want to enter mixed fraction on the calculator. One very sad issue about the use of the calculator that calls for the failure of most SHS students is entering the wrong data on the calculator. Most students enter the wrong data on the calculator. Mixed fractions are one of the common numerical methods or numerical representation of WAEC in certain their questions. Most of the questions you get numerical values in mixed fractions. Now, students enter this mixed fraction wrongly on the calculator. So even in the objective, a simple board math question that you can easily enter directly as you see in the question on the question paper, students enter it wrongly on the calculator. They would surely see their answer in the options of WAEC, thinking that that is the answer, but it's a wrong answer. Let's go through. Entering mixed fraction on the calculator. To enter the mixed fraction on the calculator, we first press the shift key. So you see, you press the shift key. Now you press on the fraction container key. The fraction key. Now you see, when you do that, you get the mixed fraction container. You get the mixed fraction container. Now we can complete the 3 mixed fraction containers starting from the whole number followed by the proper fraction. So as we continue, let's use our practice 2 to demonstrate this. We want to enter the mixed fraction 5 whole number 1/2. So by God being so good, we have our mixed fraction container on the screen by following the steps. We will first enter 5. Then we press the right arrow key of the cursor control key. So the right arrow key. When you do that, the cursor will go to the fractional part of the mixed fraction container. We press our 1. Now we press the down arrow key of the cursor control key. Press the down arrow key. The cursor comes down. Then we press our 2. This is the correct way to enter mixed fraction. To view the answer in decimal, so after pressing equal to, we can see that the answer is 11/2 in an improper fraction. Now, you can view the decimal corresponding value of this improper fraction by pressing the SD key. There is an SD key on the keyboard. So you press SD. It converts the answer from the improper fraction to the decimal fraction. So when you have answers of fractions, mixed fractions in decimal, you can be able to identify your answer in the option. Now, let's take this important. The just ended activity is the right way to enter mixed fractions on the calculator. It is wrong to enter it straight by first entering the whole number followed by pressing the fraction container key to enter the proper fraction. This will not even allow you unless you press the fraction key first to enter the fraction, followed by using the left cursor of the cursor control key to enter the whole number. Never do this. The meaning is that the whole number is multiplying the fraction. Try that on your calculator to enter 5 whole number 1/2, and you will get 2.5 as an answer, which is wrong. Always use shifts and the fraction key. Let's demonstrate. We want to enter the same 5 whole number 1/2 in a way that most students follow and get wrong answers. If you try to enter the 5 before you come and enter the fraction 1/2, it wouldn't allow you. So students first enter the fraction container, then fill in the container with their fractional part of the mixed fraction, that is 1/2, 1/2. Then they send the left cursor, they click on the left cursor to position the cursor behind the fraction to enter the whole number. When you do that, you are going to get a different answer. So when you have 5 whole number 1/2, when you enter it this way, you are going to get, when you press equal to, as you wait for the feedback, you get 5/2 instead of the 11/2 that we got when we entered it in the appropriate way. So 5/2, when you press the SD, instead of the right answer, which was 5.5, you are now getting 2.5. Why? When you enter it in this manner, the whole number 5 is rather multiplying the fraction 1/2. That makes, or that presents it in a different manner, which is not a mixed fraction. Most students present this, enter board mass on their calculator in this way and get answers. Answers which they will find in WAEC option, but it's a wrong answer, although they will jubilate in the examination hall. So, today we have learned that before you enter a mixed fraction, because mixed fraction container is in golden color on top of the fraction key, you need to press the shift first. When you press the shift, then you come and press the fraction key, and it gives you the mixed fraction container, and that will be the appropriate way to enter your mixed fraction. The Sharp Brain Calculator Tutorial Book, the Commerce Calculator Tutorial Book, has been arranged in such a manner that even the weak student in the class will understand. You follow the practice text gradually as you move through all the topics. You very soon start the set. You move through real numbers. Each of them you solve WAEC past questions with the calculator. When you follow this tutorial, if you get a copy of this book and you follow the tutorial, I bet you your A1 in mathematics will be assured. Thank you for being with us. And continue to subscribe our channel. As you subscribe, you are being notified anytime we release a new video. God bless you and enjoy your stay. Enjoy mathematics. Mathematics is an interesting topic. See you next time.